up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with a banger reaction for you because it's a game theory. Just dropped a brand new lore video, and today we are jumping into the epic world of Sonic because this video is called Sonic Broke His Own Lore, Sonic Frontiers. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I haven't played a Sonic game in a hot minute, so I'm excited to learn about some lore behind our blue little furry fella and to see what MatPat thinks about it. But before we jump in this video, make sure you show MatPat some love by subscribing to his channel. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats! Woo, woo. Cause it's a game theory.
Let's be honest, Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't originally designed with in-depth storytelling in mind. Mainly you're just running, jumping, and
doing little spins.
But over the years, as Sonic entered the 3D space, that had to change. Our favorite blue blur.
It's been a hot minute since I've played Sonic, fam.
Mixed, to say the least. Some kept it light, others went deep. Enter Sonic Frontiers, the new open-world adventure that went.
Bruh, is this just me, or does this look a lot like Zelda?
Went all in with a heapin' scoop of lore. They even hired the former chief writer for the Archie comics to help make it good. And what we got was confusing at best and potentially canon breaking
I
at
used
worst.
to love Sonic back in the day.
Multiple connections between the Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds. It's almost like they share the same origin.
So today we're gonna set the record straight. Does Sonic Frontiers
Dude, that 100% looks like Zelda, fam.
shatter the Sonic canon, or is this game going far deeper than we realize? Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's...
Chat, it literally makes my day to say that. I hope it does the same for you. It's the little things in life that keep us happy. Remember that.
this close to collecting the 4 Chaos channels. Once I have them all,
So
I'm
close.
gonna be
I
able
think
to
it's
ascend to
sports.
Super
Sports
MatPat
theory.
form. Some
It
tells me
makes
that I'm
sense.
gonna be looking good as a spiky-haired blonde. In the meantime, though, let's instead talk about that spiky quilled blue blur, Sonic. Last November saw the release of Sonic's newest game, Sonic Frontiers. And let's not kid ourselves, this game had a difficult hill to climb. 3D Sonics don't exactly have themselves the best
They've
reputation.
been terrible. Yeah, there's just something, I don't know. There's not many games that I think are like better as a 2D game, but I don't know. That's just like what Sonic should do, is remain 2D, you know?
It also didn't help that when the initial gameplay teaser dropped, the whole thing looked empty and lifeless. So much so that Sega had to come out and tell gamers that you just don't get it, man. But then the
you don't
game
understand
came out
it.
and it was still largely
You don't
empty
get
and
it.
lifeless. Basically, Sonic Team saw Breath of the Wild and went, let's do that. But
Bruh! Breath of the Wild, that's Zelda! Look at that! That is literally, I'm so glad MatPat said that. Dude, that is the same background.
with grind
Look at
rails.
that!
Hey, we said this game was open world. We didn't say that there was stuff to do in it. All joking aside, though, I think the game's pretty solid.
Speaking of open world games, Hogwarts is coming out, fam. Woo! Who's excited for it?
Sure, it's random in
excited
places,
for
it
it?
feels unpolished in chunks of it, and that pinball game is unforgivable. But it is the most solid 3D Sonic has been in a long time. That said, one area where this new game wasn't lacking was the lore.
Really?
Now, 3D Sonic's tried to write stories in the past. Sometimes it works,
Okay then, let's get ready to do this. Show that creep the real superpower of teamwork.
and sometimes it's uber cringe.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form born to protect and serve the Dark Lord, Black Doom.
Go figure. Writers have a hard
Black
time
Doom.
finding the right tone when they're making a
I
story
can do
that stars
this.
talking
Yes?
hedgehogs. So Sonic Frontiers took a different approach. They hired the former chief writer for the Sonic Archie comic.
Yeah, so let me keep it real, dude. Like I said, I used to like Sonic back in the day, but I think as games have evolved, like, does anybody like Sonic nowadays? Any of the new ones? Like, it doesn't even look appealing, dude. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. It doesn't even look
Flynn
appealing.
to pen their story. And honestly, it shows in the dialogue. These characters feel really fleshed out.
You speak of him with respect as often as you curse him. I do not understand.
Oh, I hate that hedgehog. That doesn't change the fact that he is a formidable adversary. I respect him, don't have to like him.
Knuckles and Sonic feel like rivals again. Tails gets himself a character arc. Even Amy has lines where she's more than just an obsessive fangirl.
A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
So it seems like this whole thing should be a slam dunk.
I don't even know, dude. That just doesn't look like fun, bro. And I'm not a Sonic hater. I just think it's a game that hasn't necessarily evolved well, because I don't even know if it can, just based on how it is as a game.
Quite? Well, not quite. You see, this game goes well out of its way to prove that all the Sonic games are connected. We have moments that reference Sonic Forces,
It's like how I couldn't handle it after Infinite attacked.
lines that talk about Sonic Adventure 2,
But together you stopped the arc, overcame Neo Metal.
even references to more obscure titles like Sonic Riders.
Kinda reminds me of where we found Babylon Garden. Yeah, I wonder what Jet's up to.
Which means that for the first time, we actually have to take all of Sonic's lore seriously. And that's
Whoa,
a
let's
pretty
take it real
dangerous
serious.
prospect because Sonic lore has gone to some strange places.
Eggman, I am going to save this planet, and I am going to free these aliens. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me.
Making matters worse, even if you do know your Sonic lore, things presented in Frontiers seem to contradict major plot details from other games. So, does Sonic Frontiers actually make sense, or does it break the canon like many of...
I'm guessing due to the title, it breaks the canon, because it says Sonic broke his own lore. Because the game's terrible. Now I just sound like a hater.
suggested online. For once, let's slow down, let's take a deep breath, and explore the world of chaos energy, mutant aliens, and Sonic history. Let's start at the very beginning. At the start of Frontiers, Sonic and his friends
Deep
get
breath,
sucked
chat.
into a cyberspace portal, basically a digital
I
world
hate
built from
cyberspace
memories of
portals.
Sonic's past adventures.
The
This
struggle's
first
real.
one recreates Green
Super
Hill
real.
Zone, but throughout the game, Sonic is forced to revisit places like Chemical Plant and Sky Sanctuary. And while Sonic manages to escape this first portal, his friends aren't so lucky.
You have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your
Nobody
own
escapes cyberspace.
power. Are the key. Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Ah, yes, a multiverse story. These are always super clear. They never go wrong in any way. Making matters worse, huge
And that me and my youngest daughter are big Marvel fans. God, we were so excited for Doctor Strange's new movie, and it just, I don't know. I don't think it lived up to the hype, fam. It just seemed a little bit all over the place, wasn't well put together.
parts of the lore are hidden behind Eggman memos.
Lore!
Memos that you can only get when you, fish with Big the Cat.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too? I was looking for fishing spots and wound up here. So now I'm fishing.
Why? Why would you make slow
What?
fishing a thing in a fast Sonic game? Am I crazy? Why do all games feel the need to shoehorn in fishing, but especially a Sonic game? I'm sorry, that's my rant at, what time is it? 12:25 in the middle of the night. And this is my rant, okay? This is it. Whew, excuse me. I did not
feel
realize
better.
that I had such deep feelings about fishing in video games. Anyway, back to the
Fishing
theory.
in Minecraft's
Even when
fun.
you do get those memos, they don't actually explain everything, especially if you aren't familiar with the deep wells
If
of
you
Sonic
aren't-
lore.
if
It's kind of
you aren't
ironic when
to.
you consider what Eggman says in one of the memos.
I enjoy a good mystery, but not when the answers are more mysteries.
Anyway, as Sonic traverses cyberspace to free his friends, he becomes more and more corrupted by the cyber energy. Because of that, he starts to see weird visions of the past. It's through these visions that we start to learn about the Ancients, a race of aliens whose home planet was destroyed by the evil
Ancients.
entity called the End. As the story goes, as their planet was being destroyed,
The End,
these
that's
Ancients
very
were
creative.
drawn to Earth by the power of the Chaos
The
Emeralds.
End.
Now, older Sonic fans will take one look at the Ancient race and immediately connect the dots to an old foe that we faced back in 1998. You see, these ancient aliens look exactly like the main villain Chaos from the game Sonic Adventure. And that connection isn't lost on this game either.
I had Sage run a diagnostic on the recorded genetic data of the Ancients, and then against archives I have with me. They're relatives of Chaos, the god of destruction.
It should be called out that this wasn't an
Just a
accident. This
vibe.
was a conscious decision that was made by the writer Ian Flynn.
The connection with the Chow was something that I pitched to make things feel
cohesive.
I didn't want there to be yet another random alien race. I wanted to have more interconnectivity in the Sonic lore.
However, this connection is where the internet's run into its biggest problem with regards to the wider Sonic lore. You see, Chaos wasn't an alien in Sonic Adventure. At least, not really. The Sonic Adventure Navigation Guide tells us that Chaos isn't an alien, but rather a mutant, thanks to being exposed to a special kind of radiation. He was originally one of these adorable guys, a Chow. So apparently one of these cute
where the
fairy
lore's
things
broken.
mutated to become a water monster, but that then doesn't make any sense for what we see in Sonic Frontiers. The Ancients, as we see them in that game, were always water monsters. I mean, they have children that look like water monsters and everything. So if Chaos and the Ancients are
The
indeed
lore
one
is
and the same, is it
broken.
possible for him to still have been a mutant Chow? This is the primary issue that I've seen debated online, and how this new game seemingly breaks the established lore. Honestly, the immediate response that I would have is just to say that the old lore got retconned, but we know for a fact that that isn't the case. Ian Flynn
07s for Sonic lore, chat. 07s.
came out and confirmed that the
it's a
original
game
lore
theory.
is still valid.
He's still a mutated Chow. The mutation is he looks like their ancestors. The mutation is a rollback to the previous.
Oh, so
he's
he
still
isn't.
a mutant Chow. That hasn't changed.
So, while that's certainly helpful for clarifying canonicity, it offers us no help in figuring out how these two things can both be canon. Fortunately, Eggman provides us with a bit more information. In that same memo where Eggman confirms the connection between Chaos and the Ancients, he also says this.
After countless years, their DNA corroded to the point they were completely transformed into a new species. Some kind of radiation affected them for eons, making them unrecognizable.
Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Radiation transforming bodies. It's just like what the Sonic Adventure Navigation Guide said happened to Chaos, just Uno reversed. Instead of cute little Chow transforming into
Uno
water monsters,
reverso.
the water monsters have been transformed into Chow. But what?
Chat, let me know. Do you like Sonic Frontiers? Again, I haven't played. I think it's probably been 10-ish years since I played a Sonic game. But do you guys still enjoy the franchise? Is it good? Because this doesn't even look that fun. I always keep it real with you guys. I always keep it 100. 100.
Radiation would be able to do this. Well, that one's easy. Chaos was originally said to have mutated because of radiation from the Master Emerald, the giant green jewel that lives at the center of Angel Island. This thing is basically a Deus Ex Machina in the Sonic world. It keeps Angel Island floating, it's a prison for Chaos, it can stop the Chaos Emeralds, but it also powers them up.
You gotta protect against some Chaos Emeralds.
Happen, the Master Emerald can deliver. And you don't have to take my word for it either. Here's Knuckles from the obscure series Tales Tube uploaded onto the official Sonic YouTube channel.
The Master Emerald, a jewel of immeasurable power, and the only force in the universe that can neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds.
Neutralize the other emeralds, huh? Interesting. You see, in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 instruction manual, we're told the energy that the Master Emerald emits is identical to that of the Chaos Emeralds, just much, much stronger. This energy is known, unsurprisingly, as Chaos Energy or Chaos Radiation if you're feeling spicy. But it turns out the Master Emerald isn't the only one with mutation powers. Chaos Emeralds also emit enough Chaos Radiation to mutate creatures. In the Archie comics, the energy emitted by the Chaos Emeralds actually turns someone into a watery monster just like Chaos. Now, admittedly, the Archie comics aren't considered canon, however, Ian Flynn did used to be the creative writer for them, so it's not surprising that he might have wanted to borrow some ideas from the things that he himself had worked on in the past. The Ancients even take the Chaos Emeralds directly to the Master as a last-ditch effort to protect them. In other words, they literally put the Chaos Emeralds in a location where their energy would be amplified, exposing themselves to even more radiation. This one move, I suspect, sped up their mutation process and transformed the Ancients into the Chow that we know and love and buy all the merch for today. So that's how the Ancients became Chow, but what about how a Chow could mutate back to being an Ancient? In other words, how did Chaos go from alien water monster to Chow and then back to alien water monster?
More
That's what
mutation!
has to have happened for everything to have been canonical, like Ian Flynn said. Well, we know the mutation back was thanks to the Master Emerald's radiation, but that's the same radiation that turned the Ancients to Chow in the first place. So what gives? Well, the Master Emerald's never-ending power set seems to explain all. Listen to this quote from Knuckles again.
The Master Emerald, a jewel of immeasurable power, and the only force in the universe that can neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds.
The Master Emerald doesn't just boost the Chaos Emerald's power, it can also neutralize it. We actually see this all over the series.
So it can reverse
in
the
Sonic
mutation.
Battle, Sonic attempts to use this technique to stop the antagonist who's using the Chaos Emeralds for power. We also see Knuckles attempt the same thing in Sonic Adventure 2, when the Space Colony Arc is used.
That looks like Independence Day, fam. the alien spaceship with the it's a freaking laser. A freaking laser.
The emeralds to force the space station to crash to Earth. But the first time we see this technique used is during the events of Sonic Adventure. We learn of the ancient clan of echidnas that know an ancient prayer used to neutralize the Chaos Emeralds.
The 7 emeralds are the servers.
Several emeralds!
Enriched by the hearts, the controller serves to unify the chaos.
If the ancients were originally mutated into 𝘶 through their exposure to the emeralds, then when the chaos energy was neutralized, the effects would presumably be reversed, allowing a 𝘶 within the vicinity of the Master Emerald to lose its 𝘶-like form and return to its original state. This is why Chaos is so protective of the emeralds during Sonic Adventure's flashbacks. He wasn't just a guardian of the emeralds because they were too powerful, his race literally brought them to this planet. They were to be used as a force for good. Chaos just couldn't risk the power getting into the hands of someone who could abuse it, like the Echidnas, like Eggman, and like Sonic. So there you have it, the broken lore of Sonic Frontiers is officially unbroken. I would dare say that it makes perfect sense, provided you were a deep lore expert on the comings and goings of gemology in a fictional landscape by aliens. Regardless, I'm excited for this new phase of Sonic lore. Hopefully Ian Flynn gets invited back to write more of these games. He clearly cares a lot about this franchise and its lore, something I very much respect. Feels so much better when a franchise
We love lore. We love lore on this channel.
Good job. Narrative. And now that we know that the Chaos Emeralds have the power to mutate aliens, who knows what's up ahead for Sonic?
More
Maybe
emeralds?
all the over-reliance on Super Sonic
Can
to
we
defeat
double the
Eggman
emeralds?
over the years will start to have a negative effect on him physically. Maybe he'll start to mutate as well. Maybe not into Werehog, but you know. I mean, the game did give Tails a story arc about not relying on Sonic for everything. Could they be setting up the next one where Tails
you gotta
is the
hold
main
your own.
character
You
and
gotta
has
hold
to
your own,
save
fam.
Sonic? Or, you know, maybe they'll just throw away all the fictional sci-fi stuff and just start using some real-world physics. Finally, we'll get someone to question if Sonic truly is the fastest thing alive. But hey, that's just a theory.
A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Let's go.
And if you want to learn more about...
All right, chat, let me bring you in. Okay, guys, again, I'm just gonna keep it 100 for you. I think MatPat did as good of a job as he could with the lore here. I don't know, fam. Sonic lore is just not that interesting. The Roblox game Doors had more interesting lore than this. Is Sonic just that boring? Or do I just sound like a hater? Fam, let me know. Be real with me. Be real with me. Let me know. Am I just being unrealistic and hating here? Or has Sonic just become that boring? That lore was terrible, bro. And I'm not saying MatPat did a terrible job. He did a great job with what he could. But there's just... It's Sonic. The dude spins and collects rings. Come on now. But... Again, as usual, MatPat does an amazing job. I love the video. I just not too impressed with Sonic. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please smash that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And remember, it's Eat, Sleep, and Make Beats. And as usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom. I'm out. Got nothing but love for the Sauce Gang. Peace out, fam. I love you.